Why do I feel so far away from you, God? I have been praying, reading my Bible, and attending church, but something still feels wrong. I just don't understand.
Hey, I have yet to hear from you. What is going on? Let us hang out tonight.
Sorry, Ryan, I am a little bit too busy tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, see you then.
I brought your favorite. Thought you could use a pick-me-up. Thank you. You all right? You look down. I don't know, Sarah. I feel so distant from God lately. I have been doing everything right, praying, reading, but something feels off. Is it about Ryan? You have seemed really distant ever since things got serious between you two. I think so. I mean, I care about him, but it's like the closer I get to him, the further I feel distant from God. And I can't figure out why. I feel stuck, like I can't let go, even though I know something is not right. Leah, I know how hard this must be for you. But maybe there is something deeper going on here. I have been praying about it, and I think it might be worth talking to someone who can help you figure this out spiritually and emotionally. Like who? I know a Christian counselor, Grace. She has helped me through some difficult stuff in the past. She is really good at helping people understand emotional and spiritual connections, especially when they are feeling stuck. I think you might be dealing with something called a soul tie. Soul tie? What is that? A soul tie is a deep bond, emotional, physical, or even spiritual, that connects two people. Some ties are godly, like the ones formed in marriage, or in healthy friendships. But others, like ones formed through relationships outside of God's plan, can be destructive. I think what you are feeling with Ryan might be an ungodly soul tie. That is why you feel so trapped, and why you can't seem to get closer to God. But I have been praying about this for so long. Why would it still feel like this? Sometimes we need help from someone who can see things we can't. Grace has a lot of experience with this, Leah. I think she could help you understand what is really going on, and how to break free if that's what you need. Could it really be a soul tie? Is that why I feel so trapped? Could breaking free really bring me closer to God? When I met Ryan, everything felt perfect. He was kind, and funny, and made me feel seen in a way I hadn't felt in a long time. I thought, maybe he was the one God had sent for me.
And then I ended up chasing the dog halfway across the park. I know, it was like that thing had a personal vendetta against me.
That is funny, Ryan. You are terrible. But I'm glad you told me that story. I could use a good laugh these days.
Yes, well, I love making you smile. You have got this peacefulness about you. I like being around that.
You know, Ryan, I was thinking, maybe we could do something together next weekend. My church is having a worship night. It could be fun, and...
Leah, come on. Church isn't really my thing. You know that. But hey, you go if you want. I'll meet you later.
I told myself it didn't matter. I convinced myself that Ryan just needed time, that eventually, he would come around. But looking back, I was already starting to compromise. I was ignoring the little things, the things that used to matter so much to me.
So, are you staying over tomorrow night? We could catch a movie, or just hang out at my place. No pressure.
I'm not sure, Ryan. I mean, we have been spending a lot of time together lately, and I feel like maybe...
Hey, don't overthink it. We are just having fun, right? It's not a big deal.
Yes. I guess you are right. I will see you tomorrow at your house. That was when things really started to change. I began compromising in ways I didn't even realize at first. I thought I could keep control, but I was losing something. I just didn't know what it was yet. I should probably get going soon. It's late, and I have to go to church in the morning.
Stay. You can go to church another time. We hardly get nights like this.
I don't know, Ryan. I should.
Leah, come on. Don't be so uptight. We are adults. Besides, what is the harm? We are just spending good time together. That
was the first time I really felt the distance between me and God. I thought I could ignore it, push it away. But the guilt, it only got worse. Ryan, I have been thinking. We have been together for a while now, and I feel like something is missing. Maybe we could start praying together, or I don't know, talk more about faith. It's really important to me, and...
Faith again, Leah? I get it. You are religious. But do we really have to talk about this all the time? Can't we just have a normal night out?
No, you're right. I didn't mean to push. I kept pushing down my feelings, kept telling myself it didn't matter. I thought I could handle it, that I could keep Ryan, and still have my relationship with God. But I was fooling myself. The more I held on to him, the further I drifted from everything that gave me peace. I had created a tie that was pulling me away from who I was meant to be. Every time I compromised, I felt further and further from God. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was building walls, not between me and Ryan, but between me and God. Leah, it's good to see you. Please have a seat. Thank you. Sarah told me you have been struggling. You are in a relationship that is weighing on you? Yes. I love him, but it doesn't feel right. I have been compromising my faith. I feel like I have lost myself. Leah, what you are experiencing could be a soul tie. When we form close emotional and physical connections with someone outside of God's plan, it creates a bond, a tie, that can pull us away from him. It's not just about emotions or actions. It's spiritual. I have heard of soul ties before, but I didn't think it could happen to me. How do I break free? Breaking a soul tie starts with recognizing it for what it is, a bond that's holding you back. Then, you need to seek God's forgiveness and ask for his help in breaking that tie. It may mean letting go of the relationship, no matter how hard that feels. But I love him. How do I let go of someone I care about? Sometimes, loving someone means recognizing when the relationship isn't right. If it's pulling you away from God, it's not the love he wants for you. The process won't be easy, but God's grace is stronger than any tie you have made. I don't want to keep living like this. I need to be free. Then start by repenting your sins, in all that you were involved in. Surrender this to God, and trust him to lead you. He will give you the strength to walk away.
You seemed off in your text. What is on your mind?
Ryan, we need to talk. This isn't working anymore.
What are you talking about? Is this about church again?
It's not just about church. It's about me. I have been compromising everything I believe in to keep this relationship going, and it's tearing me apart. I feel lost, Ryan.
So what? You are breaking up with me because of religion?
No. I'm breaking up with you because I need to get back to who I am, who I'm supposed to be with God. This relationship has become a soul tie, and I can't keep ignoring it. I have been drifting further from God, and I can't do that anymore.
So, you are just going to throw everything away?
I'm not throwing it away. I'm choosing to heal. I'm choosing God.
This is insane, Leah.
I'm sorry, Ryan. But this is what I have to do. How are you feeling, Leah? It's been 2 weeks since you made the difficult decision. It has been hard. I miss him sometimes, but I also feel a lot lighter. Like a weight has been lifted. I have been praying more. It's not perfect, but I'm starting to feel closer to God again. That's the beauty of God's grace, Leah. No matter how far we drift, he is always ready to welcome us back with open arms. You have taken the first step by breaking that tie, and now it's time to let him heal those wounds. I never realized how much that relationship was affecting me. I thought I could handle it, but I was wrong. Many people don't realize how powerful soul ties can be. But God is the ultimate healer, and as you continue to seek him, you will find the strength you need to fully move on.
Hey, Leah. Thanks for meeting up. So, how have you been?
Good. Just working through some things.
I have missed you, Leah. I have been thinking a lot about us. Maybe we can work things out?
Ryan, I don't know if this is the right thing. I have been trying to move on, and I have made progress.
Come on, Leah. Just one more chance. We can fix things.
Okay. Let me think about it. Grace, I met up with Ryan a few days ago. I caved, agreeing to think about it. I feel awful. I understand you agreed to what you were not supposed to. Breaking a soul tie is one of the hardest things to do. It's normal to have moments of weakness. What is important is that you recognize it and seek to do better. Avoiding such things. But I feel like I'm failing. I thought I was making progress. Progress isn't always linear. It's a journey, and sometimes you will face setbacks. What matters is your heart and your desire to follow God. Keep praying, keep seeking Him. You are not alone in this. Thank you, Grace. I needed to hear that. Remember, Leah, God's grace is greater than any mistake you make. You are on the right path. Keep moving forward, don't give up. And you need to avoid meeting up with Him. Avoid unnecessary conversations on phone, for with that, you might find yourself falling back again. I always tell people, if you want to completely break soul ties, and for your current relationship, or future relationship to work, you must cut communications with all means. And this is not to mean you hate that person, for as a Christian, you should not hate, but you do that for the sake of your current relationship to work. I will not meet or communicate with him. Now I want to work my relationship with God. There you are. I thought you were going to float away during worship. I guess I kind of did. It has been a long time since I have felt that free. I'm so proud of you, Leah. You made the right choice. Yes, I did. I feel like I'm finally where I'm supposed to be. You look like a different person, Leah. I feel like one too. I'm not saying I'm completely over everything, but I feel free. Like I'm finally reconnecting with God in a way I haven't for a long time. That's what happens when you let go of the things that pull you away from God. Soul ties can bind us in ways we don't realize, but you have broken free, and now God's healing will take place fully. I'm ready for whatever comes next. Look at you, all involved again. Feels like old times, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And it feels good. So, what is next for you? I feel like this is just the beginning. I don't know exactly, but I trust God has a plan. I'm just taking it one step at a time. When a person has many partners, a person's soul is knitted together to each individual, whether love is involved or not. We need God-ordained and legal relationships for two to be blessed. What is the point of connecting with a person, or persons, who is making your life miserable? The Bible says in Amos 3 verse 3, "Do two walk together, unless they have agreed to meet?"